Alright, what's up everybody and welcome to Golden Emperium Season 3, day number 5. We are your casters for tonight. This is James.
This RKM.King.
And hello, good evening everyone. And hopefully you're all having a great night. Today is day number 5 of Golden Emperium Season 3 and Heist is now active here in the Golden Castle in Golden Emperium Season 3. And as usual, as what we can see here, JPEG, Crayons, and maybe Constance later will be attacking the castle that is defended by Opus Dei and Apollo. But yeah,
Yeah.
we're gonna hide our faces right now as they are preparing to attack. Ooh, okay, there you go. Okay,
Mhm.
so JPEG right now, Magnetic Earth will get casted on the floor. Of course, the defense of these players right here are going to be intense, especially when the heist is active and this is day number 5. This is the last defense supposedly for them to be able to get the rewards here in the Golden Castle here
Mhm.
in Golden Imperium Season 3. Now, JPEG is going to hold their ground, but of course, we might see a Rune Knight coming from the side of Opus Dei will go in and eliminate the stack there of JPEG. But JPEG are going to lose some members right here as Opus Dei going to slowly go in. Paint bombs will get casted on the side of JPEG right here. But so far, JPEG is going to hold their ground while Opus Dei and Apollo are keeping their defenses up. We don't see any attacks from the back from now, for now. And yeah, so far things has been pretty hectic for the side of JPEG as they are already you know giving their all if they want to stop the rewards from getting taken by Opus Dei.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. Right now, as you can see, still the same spot here for JPEG, but they are going to back down. Crayons as well as they saw an Opus Dei member in their stack. Now they are going to push up. Curse Circle will get casted here by a member of JPEG, but of course he will get damaged heavily because of the amount of players on the side of Opus Dei and Apollo just bombing that area with skills.
Yeah. I almost mentioned that at the very least JPEG was keeping their magnetic earth casted on the floor. And of course, someone from JPEG or someone from OD casted uh, crazy vines just to remove it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So they were able to remain at that spot for quite some time as compared to some other days, just because they have their magnetic earths protecting them. So yeah, but then again, it's really hard to counteract because once the genetics were able to bypass the front line and drop their crazy vines, a portion of it, of course, will be eliminated, and thus the defense of JPEG
Mm-hmm.
actually fell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And right now, our YouTube, or rather, our Facebook is already up as well. I'm sorry, guys. I posted it up late. I encountered a few technical issues when pushing up the live on Facebook. But yeah, we will be having a giveaway here on the 5th session of Golden Imperium Season 3. And yeah, we will let you know more about the giveaway in a bit. I think we can tell them about the giveaway right now, RKM King.
Mhm.
So the Golden Imperium Season 3 live stream giveaway. All you need to do is to tune in to Golden Imperium Season 3 live stream. Listen to for the question asked by the host during the stream and comment your answer along with your IGN and the hashtag Golden Imperium
The
GGH.
GGH.
3 lucky participants per live stream will be randomly selected to win exclusive ROPC merchandise. And for this live stream, each winner will be winning one tumbler and one sticker each. And all winners will be announced at the end of Golden Imperium Season 3. So if it ends tonight,
Hmm.
most likely it will be announced next week on Facebook
Yeah.
and Discord. Alright, so make sure to follow those channels as well to find out if you won. If
JPEG
you
is a
participated in the live stream. Again, only the participants on YouTube will be counted. If you are on Facebook right now and you wanted to participate, I suggest you head on to our YouTube and check out the live stream there and comment if we ask out the questions a bit later on. But right now, again, JPEG is going to attack right now. Psychic Wave will get casted. Magnetic Earth still on the floor. And like what you said earlier, RKM.King, Crazy Vines will get casted on the side there of JPEG to remove that Magnetic Earth on the floor of JPEG for them to be able to take the AoE skills coming from their side. Now, Opus Dei are still have their stack here. Some of them got affected by Mandragora Howling. Now they are going to go in. No, they are taking heavy damage. Some of them almost went in, but because of that bloody lust on the floor, that will be a little difficult for them to maneuver because they need that magnetic earth to cover that bloody lust for them to be able to, you know, perfectly go in.
Yeah.
That's what you get
But
for getting comms right here. But emergency call will get
there
casted
is,
right here by JPEG, and now they are ready for another attack. And yeah, this is what I like about JPEG.
yeah, yeah.
We've
Same
seen
here, same here.
them from for the past two seasons, season 2 and season 3. Their relentless attacks, their consecutive attacks, even when they know that some things aren't working, they could push further. So I think what we've speculated from their strategy is they need to reduce the numbers of players first,
Mhm.
then they go in for the attack.
Yeah. So
Mhm.
that's how they managed to conquer the defenses of OD in the first few sessions, especially in day one, when they employ this kind of consecutive staggered attacks wherein they even use their e-calls from all of their subsidiary guilds, of course, from JPEG as well, just to simply reduce the number of defenders
Oh,
from OD.
uh, uh,
And
mhm.
someone was able to enter from the left
They are
portal.
from the left portal. Okay, so I thought they're still coming from here, but nope, they went to the left portal right here. And I think they figured out that they're going to go here from the left portal.
Well, of course, OD was, or should I say, OD's been allotting resources in terms of their manpower in scouting those areas now. So it is possible that they conquered that portion of the map, but then again, OD is actually aware of their moves.
Mhm.
So both of their attempts from the front and from the left side was actually swept by OD's
Mhm.
defenses.
And like what I said last, day 4 of Golden Imperium Season 3, they allot some members to just defend these areas.
Mm.
So this you can say this is the secondary line of defense. So
Mm.
if the first line gets taken over by JPEG, they still have the secondary line to to deal with the attacks coming from behind. So they allot some people, like example this guillotine cross right here. They have warlocks right here. They have suras who will cast curse circle just to stop those from behind. To wipe out their stack to avoid the pincer attack coming from the other guild.
Yeah, it was almost a perfect attempt, no? Because
Mm-hmm.
both of their front, should I say, of their frontline forces and their attempt at using their equal at the left side was both kind of successful, no? But then again, it was easily countered by the defense of OD.
Mm-hmm.
At the very least, they were able to execute it with, let's say, a very decent timing as compared to what they've been trying in the past few sessions.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, they just have to try and try. Hopefully, they can clean out the defenses of OD.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, this is really hard to push through, no? Because the allies actually are making it hard for JPEG to move past this first layer
Mm-hmm.
just outside of the portal. So that is something that they have to figure out. So maybe this time around, both sides of the portals instead of the front. So I just have to put some variety on it. But then
Mm-hmm.
again, very decent attempt from them.
Yeah, and we mentioned earlier that the heist is now active here on the
Yeah.
Golden Castle. Can you let our viewers know what the heist actually is, RKM King?
Yeah. Heist actually activates at the fifth day of the Golden Emperium event, right after the four consecutive defense of a guild. So, for example, we have the Opus Dei guild, which is actually the owner of the Golden Castle. So they were successful in defending this castle for four consecutive times. Today is the fifth day, and if they can defend this, of course, they can take home the rewards. But then again, if another guild, so let's say JPEG or Crayons, take over this castle at the end of the Golden Empyrean period, they will receive the rewards instead of OD.
Mm-hmm.
So for all the efforts of the Opus Dei Alliance, they will not receive any rewards,
Mm-hmm.
but instead, uh, the guild who can conquer this castle will receive a monetary reward. So that is going to be the heist uh, mechanics, no? And also, it's important to note that only the owner of the Silver Castle can get the Silver Castle rewards and the heist rewards. So
Mm-hmm.
the Golden Castle owners, of course, cannot get the heist rewards because they are not obviously allowed to do
Or
that.
rather, they cannot get both the Golden Castle and the Silver Imperium or
Yeah,
Silver
they cannot. Yeah,
Castle reward. And yeah, we want to mention also that the heist is available or active for all guilds.
yeah, not just the participating guilds or
Yeah.
yeah.
So if you're a small guild or you're a sole member of a single guild and you conquered the castle and you were able to hold it until the last second of Golden Imperium season
Yeah,
3, or
maybe a last
rather
sec.
at the end of day 5 of the Golden
Yeah.
Emperium season 3 session, while the heist is active, you will be able to get the reward for the heist reward, which is 1,500 SGD.
Hmm.
So yeah, that's a lot. So
Yeah, yeah.
I mean,
But that's going to be, let's say, very disheartening to the ones who defended it for four straight times now.
yeah, and
So
if you're
yeah,
alone, like what I said, if you're alone in that guild, basically you get everything for yourself.
yeah, you just
Right?
have to like break the amp at the last second and take the last hit.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the, let's say, the ideal scenario for someone who's going to participate for the heist only,
Mm-hmm.
because that's the only way that you can defend this castle, no, by not having enough time for the attackers to uh, retrieve the castle.
Yeah.
So basically, the Golden Castle owners will lose out on the Golden Castle rewards, mainly the 3,000 SGD, the MVP cards, the gods, and of course some other consumables. So everything will be lost, and in turn, the highest winner will receive at
Mm-hmm.
1,500 SGD, and that's it. No items, no gods, no cards, simply 1,500 SGD.
Mm-hmm. So that's why I'm inviting all guilds to participate. For those of you who are watching right now, if you have a guild, maybe you're not playing ROGGH right now. Maybe you want to join in and let your guild join in on the battle, because this is already season 3 of Golden Imperium. So yeah, for sure there will be more seasons of Golden Imperium.
Yeah, also, James, it's important to note that today is by hook or by crook, the Golden Imperium, it's either the heist will be triggered, or should I, the heist will be successful, or the Golden Castle will be defended, and
Mm-hmm.
of course, the rewards will be received, or there is, of course, a possible scenario wherein the Golden Castle, of course, will not receive any rewards. At the same time, the Silver Castle also can be conquered by another guild and lose out on the rewards as well. Because technically, we are at the fifth day, and there's no way for a new guild to perform five consecutive defenses for both the Golden Castle and the Silver Castle.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. So that's going to be, let's say, the worst case scenario wherein there's, let's say, one winner, which is the person who performed the heist.
well, if that person is successful, I mean, if the heist is successful, then good for that guild.
Yeah.
But again, it will be disheartening for the defenders, because again they've defended this for 4 consecutive sessions. now, and this is going to be the fifth session. They need to give it their all because this is most likely going to be the last day of their defense,
Yeah.
unless they, they want to just attack the Silver Castle when it's still up, basically. So it all
Mhm.
depends on them. It all depends on the guilds participating in Golden Imperium Season 3, what they want to do, how they want to do it. And we're just here to enjoy and watch whatever's happening right now. But of course, if you guys want to participate in the battle, feel free to do so. You can hop in and, create your character, basically get the items, maybe have your guild join, you know.
You have less than 2 hours to do that.
Mhm.
Well,
Perspective dividing 4 sessions, the owner should have it. Uh well, I don't think the heist mechanic is fair because it basically it gives the other guilds the, or rather the defender, they need to give it their all basically in the fifth session, right? So it's also one of the uh drawbacks from for conquering the Golden Castle,
yeah.
because you need to defend against the heist mechanic, because you know what I think is supposed to happen right here is other guilds are going to be interested in joining in just to, just to conquer or get the heist reward. So yeah, so if the defenders don't give it their all, basically it's hard. It's going to
Yeah,
be
that's
hard and it's going to be disheartening, basically.
Hey, right, James, as what we've mentioned since season one, no, these alliances or these guilds won't give you anything for free.
Mm-hmm.
So the moment one alliance or one guild, let's say, falters or let's say slacks off, they'll definitely lose out on the rewards. Just take what happened to, let's say, JPEG at the third day of the Golden Imperium season 3. So they thought that they are safe defending the Silver Castle, but then again, OD and Apollo decided to attack and was able to take over the castle, the Silver Castle, on that third day. So yeah, so their efforts of defending that castle was actually say went to waste. So these guilds will never give anything for free. So
Mm-hmm.
there's no such thing as a pity and let's say remorse for these guilds, because if they can deny you the rewards, they would deny the rewards.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how things work. That's why they are neck and neck in trying to secure these rewards.
Mm-hmm.
So it's also possible that one of the main reasons that JPEG is still trying to try to attack this castle is to protect the Silver Castle as well, because that's what let's say the story of JPEG's defense is. Their defense is actually predicated by their relentless attacks towards the
Mm-hmm.
Golden Castle. So the moment let's say they stopped attacking at the third day, let's say they actually gave 15 minutes to OD to to counter attack. That's how they lose the Silver Castle on the third
Mm-hmm.
day. So
Yep,
again,
and the thing is, yeah, they lost the silver. JPEG lost the Silver Castle on the third day, basically. So what that means is that right now they've defended that castle for only 2 times. So uh, yeah, if they're able to defend this in that castle in this session,
mhm,
they will need to defend the Silver Castle in the next session as well for them to be able to, or rather, the next 2 sessions of Golden Imperium Season 3 for them to be able to get the Silver Castle reward. But, like what you said, RKM.King, if ever Opus Dei wins this, I'm pretty sure they're not going to allow JPEG just the free pass in getting those rewards.
yeah, because again, this is GGH now. This is how ruthless these guilds are. That's why they are at the opposite end of their spectrum. They are uh, these two guilds have been uh, going at each other since well, who knows how long.
Mm-hmm.
So for all those let's say spectators that with us since Golden Imperium season 1, it's been a battle between these two. Only let's say Crayons, I think, was the one who let's say chosen transferred, or I don't know, regarding their alliance, no. So
I think it's an internal issue on their side, but
yeah, yeah,
yeah, we're just here to speculate. We're just here to watch everything happen. But JPEG is going to go in once again to try their attack. They're not there's not a lot of members of JPEG this day compared to how it was on day four. We see a few members of their alliance right now compared to how it was last Tuesday. But who knows? We might see the 10 o'clock buff for these kills. We might not see it. But since Magnetic Earth got cancelled here on the side of JPEG, they will get eliminated here by Opus Day and Apollo, who is defending the castle right now. And as you can see, their defense is stacked up here in this area. So they figured out how to do it and what to do to defend this area properly. But again, this is only possible because they have that manpower to to compensate for this defense. Because if you don't have a lot of members, if you don't have a lot of people who will join you in your cause, basically this area is hard to defend. You're just going to
yeah.
be stuck there at the Emplune to defend that area.
Also, it's technically harder to say stay on edge for the whole 2 hours just to defend a spot that someone might or might not uh, enter. Specifically, the two portals at the left and the right side of the uh, preempt area of Referian Castle.
Mm-hmm.
So those two are again very important spots to protect and to defend. So that's why we are expecting OD and Apollo to man those areas for the next, like for the whole 2 hour session of the fifth day of
Mm-hmm.
this event. Because again, they are basically securing their rewards right now. So there's no reason for them to slack off or to, divide their attention towards other stuff. So you can also expect that the Silver Castle is basically safe from the offenses of OD and Apollo, for that matter. Just simply to protect the Golden Emperium. I think that's going to be their 100 percent focus, no?
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully, someone tries to attack them outside of let's say outside of this the JPEG Alliance,
Just
no?
some random guild.
Just some random guild to participate in the heist, because it's, let's say, they're going to defend this area regardless of who attacks. So it's
Mm-hmm.
just that I want to send them more
Mm-hmm.
uh competitors, and they just to
Yep.
give them some some action,
Yep.
because yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, to allow more competitors here in the Golden Imperium Season 3, RKM.King, one thing that they should take note of is that uh, we'll let you know after this attack from JPEG. Okay, I'm waiting if they're gonna attack or not. Okay, so they're gonna attack right now. Of course, Magnetic Earth will get cancelled on the floor again. This is really important because of the amount of skills that they're dealing. This will cancel out Psychic Wave, Diamond Dust, and the other floor skills that they can deal against JPEG right here. Same goes for the side of Opus Day and Apollo. If they don't have the Magnetic Earth, this will be a hard battle for their side. Now JPEG slowly going in, Magnetic Earth slowly getting casted right here. What's important for this sorcerer on the side of JPEG is that they don't, or that sorcerer will not get affected by Mandragora Howling. He needs to make sure that before he casts that Magnetic Earth, Mandragora Howling
Oh,
isn't is already cured on his side.
no, it's already affected, James.
Yep. Well, if he's affected, it's going to be difficult.
Yeah.
Yep. But yeah, just recast that Magnetic Earth as they are going to go in. We don't see any Dorams on from behind as of now, from the usual that they're doing, from the usual that JPEG is doing. They usually have Dorams who will go in from the other portals just to eliminate or just to attack the backlines here of Opus Day and Apollo. But slowly but surely, some members of JPEG slowly going in. Ignition breaks will get casted. Lunite will go down. Nation breaks will still get spammed here by both sides, and JPEG will try another day as Opus Day and Apollo is going to defend this castle in that attack.
Mhm.
And again, for you to have the competitive, so for you to be a competitor or to have that slight competitive advantage, the Golden Emperium Season 3 packs are up right now. So you can check them out. Actually, not only the Golden Emperium Season 3 packs, but also the other packs like the Limited XP Boost Pack, Limited XP Boost Pack 2, so you can level up your characters really well. Reset Skill and the Premium Reset Stone is also up for grabs in the cash shop right now. And what you mentioned, the Golden Emperium Season 3 packs, we have Pack 1 and Pack 2, which gives consumables that you can use not only for a Golden Imperium or War of Imperium sessions, but also for your own personal usage, for leveling up,
Mhm.
for doing instances, PvP, and such. Season 3 Pack 3 will contain the number 2 shoes, and Pack
Yeah.
4 will contain the number 2 hat, in which it can give you player reductions just by equipping those items, and of course it will be comboed up with several cards as well, so make
Yep.
sure to check them out.
Oh,
And if you're
it
not
will
using
cost you.
him, if you're not using it for yourself, you can uh you know just buy the
You can
pack.
sell it.
You can sell the
Yeah.
packs.
But just make sure not to open the packs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, if you opened it accidentally, good luck.
It's okay. No? Just in case you opened it, you can still use it in the future. If let's say whenever you feel like participating in PvP events.
Yes, and JPEG and Crayons are going to go in for the attack. We don't see the front lines. Okay, front lines of Opus Dei actually fell back a little right here. Curse Circle will get casted. And the Sura is still alive. Those potions. You just need to use those potions, those Gensu beans, to survive the attacks here coming from both sides. Undergo the Howling, getting casted by both sides. What Dragon's Water's Breath, we can see just dealing damage against the members here of Opus Dei and Apollo. And now they are going to rush in and attack the members of JPEG right here, and they don't want to make the bold move into going out and eliminating the members of JPEG who are might be outside, because they this is the last day of their defense, and
Mm.
um they don't want to compromise any of their defense, their strategy, just to eliminate a few more members of the opposing side. And right now,
Yeah.
it's just attacks coming from both sides. And I think the thing is, for both guilds right now, or both alliances, we can clearly see that Opus Dei and Apollo has more dedicated members this time around.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well,
JPEG, well, yeah.
you just have to secure the rewards and
Mm-hmm.
that's it. They can eventually rest if they wanted to. So yeah, much better to spend your energy and fending off the attackers right here and right now, no?
Mm-hmm.
Instead of being like chill and facing the consequences later.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, it's going to be difficult for um, JPEG to attack, because again, they're lacking some manpower to deal with the defense right now of Opus Dei and Apollo. And in the War of Imperium 1 situation, you need to have more members on the attacking side to be successful in your
Hmm.
attack. Not necessarily all the time,
Hmm.
but it's most of the time it is that way, because again, you will be as an attacking guild or player, you will consume more resources compared to defending, because you need to travel the distance from the entrance going to where the defense is.
Hmm.
And usually the attacking side has a harder time. Clearly because of the portal def mechanic. So when you go in and out of the portal, you have a few seconds of invulnerability basically. For those watchers who don't know, you have a few seconds of invulnerability when you go in and out of the portal. So
Mhm.
yeah, that will allow the time for scouts, for maybe Asura to use body relocation and what do you call this, curse circle. And yeah, it would allow for some skills, maybe a no cast magnetic earth or something, if that
Mhm.
is even possible. Yeah, and it will allow for some skills won't work basically, but
Yeah.
you need more items, you need more consumables,
Mhm.
you need more of that equipment for you to make it work. Because
Yeah. Actually,
if you're not no cast, it's hard.
yeah, it's going to be impossible.
Mm-hmm.
This, let's say, the lesson
Mm-hmm.
that we should learn from this War of Imperium event is just that uh, it's important to prioritize your casting. If the skill, again, if it's possible for the skill to have a no cast setup, then you should go after that. Maybe use your 100% VCT reduction or stats.
Mm-hmm.
You just have to do it because Mandragora Howling will destroy your setup.
Mm-hmm. Now I saw Asura casting that steel metal strength before going in.
Mm.
Again, that one is difficult unless you have a GTB card, basically. Um, yeah, you can just get dispelled if you use that metal strength. But maybe they have a strategy in mind. Maybe it will work. Let's see as they are going to go in for this attack once again. Again, we don't see members of JPEG going in from behind at the moment. They still have their defenses up, even though we are not seeing any members of JPEG attack from the side portals.
Well, maybe it's
And
possible. Just maybe it's let's say maybe it's a ploy,
mhm,
or maybe they have a plan wherein some of their members are actually not showing up right now, but instead transferred to another guild, waiting for an equal from the left and the right side.
mhm,
So that's a possibility, because they cannot, or they don't have enough manpower to execute both the straightforward attack and the flanking, no. So
mhm,
those two things, they really have to manage their human resources well, because their players actually are strong, are competitive enough to deal damage and take damage. It's just that the number of players actually matter
mhm,
in this castle specifically, because the castle presents a clear weakness by having those two extra portals that can bypass the preempt. It's
mhm.
just that uh, JPEG's main issue does not bode well for the kind of solution that requires to bypass the defenses of Referion. So
Yeah,
very unfortunate for their side now.
yeah, and currently right now RKM King in this state of ROGGH right now, wherein almost all members have the same attack power,
Mhm.
or rather battle power. You can say it like that. Uh, yeah, manpower is really important.
Mhm.
The amount of members you have is really important. So maybe if you're losing out on your side, maybe it's time for you to recruit more members. Maybe it's time for you to, let other alliances join in on your cause and try to defeat the opposing guild. But you know, the defense is, or rather, the day five is just beginning. Again, we're just 35 minutes in here in Golden Emperium Season 3, day number 5. And because it's already 35 minutes in, RKM King, the question for the Golden Imperium Season 3 live stream giveaway is: how
Oh,
much is the heist reward in Golden Imperium Season 3? It's a
oh,
question that is going to be easily answered. Again,
by
Again, there's a cheat sheet somewhere that you don't. We just need to
Visit the website.
visit. What? Hey! Just need to visit somewhere. Click on a link, basically, and you know immediately what the answer to the question is. Again, all you need to do is to answer the question: how much is the highest reward in Golden Imperium Season 3? Comment your answer along with your IGN and the hashtag Golden Imperium
Imperium. GGH.
GGH. Again, only answers on YouTube will be counted as Opus Day and Apollo will run down the members of JPEG who are attacking right now. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is gonna happen for the next hour and a half, no? So hopefully uh JPEG can show us something different this time around, just to make things interesting. I'm not expecting, let's say, anything different based on the results. But then again, making this engagement interesting is something that I'm looking forward to,
Mm-hmm.
especially with uh, the new items that was introduced using, the gacha eggs.
Yeah, and
So
new items were introduced basically just 2 days ago.
yeah, for shadow chasers again.
Two, 2 days ago, new items were introduced. So if you're lucky
Yeah,
enough and you got those items, you know, then you are very lucky.
yeah. The wishing tree item that provides plus 20 int and
Mm-hmm.
30 plus percent variable casting time reduction. So for those who are struggling with their casting time, that's like a very important item. So it's either you utilize the plus 20 int to reach your 100% cast time by using stats, or you
Mm-hmm.
use the 30% VCT reduction
Mm-hmm.
for 100% VCT reduction in total, just to remove your casting time. So
Mm-hmm.
it's really up to you. On top of, let's say, I think 250 magical attack,
Mm-hmm.
which is really great for, I think, an S class item. Is it an S grade item? I don't know. I'm not sure. But then again, it's too much damage, I think, because it can be comboed with the Tendrillion card as well.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
that's a killer new item, no?
Yeah, but so make
So,
sure if you're not familiar with the new gacha egg, just make sure to check it out on our website ro.enjoy.asia or check it out on Discord. It is posted there as well. Not only the gacha eggs, not only there is a new gacha egg basically. Pluto Xenia also got updated in the latest
yeah.
maintenance, and this will allow players to get a hold of more mix boxes, basically,
Yeah.
that can help them out in their cause or whatever they want to do with it. Because, like the Maximum Mammoth Shadow mix box, again, one of
Yes.
the items that are, you can say, really good. if
Yeah,
you're if
actually,
you're if you're able to craft it and refine it properly.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if you can get a maximum mammoth armor, no? You can sell it to me. No. Just kidding, no? Those items, I think, from the mix boxes are actually really great. Especially, as we mentioned, the Max Mammoth, the True Gemstone, the Clever, the Durable mix boxes. Again, we still have to craft them using uh, some materials. Uh, but those items really are, let's say, top tier
Mm-hmm.
in terms of performance.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think outside of, let's say, skill shadows, those are the other shadows that you can consider uh, wearing on top of your skill shadows, depending on the class that you're using.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and also there exists experience shadows, wherein experience shadow weapon, experience shadow shield can give you I think around 50% or 55 or 60% more experience
Mm-hmm.
when you are level 170 or below 175, which will of course help you in your ascent to 185.
Ascent, yeah.
So
Alright, and not only that, of course, the True Gemstone Shadow Mix box is there as well, and the NFS Raven of Tomb, and of course some spell books, which can greatly help you out if you are able to craft those specific
Yes.
shadows that will greatly increase your power. Alright, as JPEG is going to go in for another attack. We are 41 minutes in the current session of War of Imperium. JPEG, Dragon's Breath will get casted on the side of Opus Dei and Apollo. They are still holding on. We can see some card revolutions right here because it bypasses some reduction. Ignition breaks will get casted as well. Masquerade will get casted on that Runite, and that Runite will go down. But the stack here of JPEG will get run down once again by Apollo and Opus Dei. And the manpower and firepower that Opus Dei and Apollo is doing to the attackers is no joke.
Yeah. Uh, James, this. I think this is a trend for the last, let's say, 3 sessions of not 3 sessions, but 3 seasons of Golden Imperium. I think OD slash Apollo has more magic users or more sorcerers on their side.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you try to take a look at their defenses, magnetic earths are actually plastered on the floor, starting from their buffing station down to their first layer of defense. So that's something that say they have an advantage of as compared to JPEG, because as far as I know, majority of JPEG's primary unit has, or should I say, play around physical classes. So that's basically the, let's say, the trend between these two alliances. So this time around, by having more sorks to basically protect the whole alliance is actually working well for them. So yeah, that's something to consider in case you want to participate in this War of Imperium session or War of Imperium events.
Mm-hmm.
So by properly picking your class, it doesn't matter if it's a DPS or a support or a tank, as long as you can provide something. Doesn't matter if you are a Kraken, a whale, or a free-to-play player. You just have to contribute in your own little way. Because
Yep.
manpower, as what you mentioned, is really, really important. Because also, uh, in GGH, no, there exists 100% demi-human reduction and 100% let's say brute reduction,
Yeah.
or only
Also, yeah,
100,
player reduction basically.
yeah, basically player reduction. Even free-to-play players can reach that 100% resistance. Those high spenders will never be able to bypass that without using a specific class or job with specific skills to, you know, bypass that kind of defenses. So it doesn't matter if your opponent is using a plus 15 weapon. If, let's say, if it's an assassin, or if it's, let's say, a ranger that doesn't have that kind of uh, skill to bypass the 100% resistance, there's no way that they can kill you. So
Mm-hmm.
uh, that's the kind of, let's say, balancing mechanic to a point wherein some classes are actually having, say, more of an advantage
Mm-hmm.
by utilizing both, let's say, their defenses and their offensive capabilities. Let's simply give the Shadow Chasers as an example. They don't have a skill that bypasses the resistance, but they can make you lose resistance by
Mm-hmm.
removing a portion of your equipment. So that is one way to deal with resistance, 100% resistance based on equipment, of course, by removing some of it. Some classes like Runites have, let's say, Aura Blade that can clip you with, let's say, small damage. But then again, you'll get toasted by crystallization from this rough card, and hence, of course, killing you in the process. Some classes have straight up penetration, which is, for example, cart revolution,
Mm-hmm.
which is a, let's say, a very weak skill or
Mm-hmm.
a very basic skill. But then again, it's important because it can ignore the defenses as JPEG tries to launch their assault on the defenses of OD, which is
Mm-hmm.
very
Ooh.
aggressive right now.
Mm-hmm.
What's that?
Yeah, actually, they wanted to go in without that magnetic arrow on the floor, and Opus Dei and Apollo were ready. For those who just went in, they just got eliminated really quickly right there. Again, they don't have that magnetic arrow on the floor right now. They will get affected by those AoE skills that sorcerers and the warlocks can deal. Um, and now they are just going to try and survive the attacks here coming from the defending side. Ignition breaks will land on their stack right now. And what's difficult for JPEG again, uh, we've been saying this for a long time already. The manpower.
Mhm.
Manpower, as you can see, I think they just use their emergency call, and they don't have a lot of players right now compared to how Opus Dei and Apollo is currently. And now they need to stack up. They need to re-strategize, and maybe if they're able to, push in with a better plan or
Mhm.
some different strategy, they can actually, take over this castle right now. JPEG going in. They have one member right here. They are going to attack. Of course, they are going to use their Suras. Just quickly go in. Ignition breaks will land here on the side of Opus Dei and Apollo, but they are going to be dealt with heavy damage. JPEG is still casting that ignition break on their stack as well, just to make sure that whoever goes into their stack will get heavily damaged right here. But those shadow chasers are surviving the ignition breaks coming from the
Mhm.
JPEG right here. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Also, it's important to note that OD has a flag warp as well. So that is one of the things that they have to defend because we've seen this several times. They kept on sending people to eliminate the stragglers from JPEG or to even perform a pincer attack. So this is an advantage for OD that JPEG really has to face when they are trying to conquer this castle uh, through the front door. Because if you're planning on flanking them from the outside, so you'll kinda eliminate the threat of getting pincered from the flag warp because you're basically entering a different area. So basically the first map. So that's where uh, JPEG can try to enter. Because this one, this has been let's say proven from time to time that it's going to be a harder area to bypass
Mm-hmm.
since the defenses are basically waiting for you to show your head and they basically hammer you down.
Mm-hmm.
Just I don't know if crayons or if Constance or even is Ultra still uh, with them. So they can utilize those guilds as well for again for diversionary tactics because they cannot perform their basic actually they cannot perform their strategy or in they will stagger their attack if they cannot move past the entrance. So that is something that they have to think about consider because they're basically using resources as well, their consumables, their pots in trying to bypass this portion of the field. So hopefully we see another approach
Mm-hmm.
because yeah, because we still have 1 hour and 10 minutes, I think,
Yeah, we still
for
have
this
one
whole
hour
session.
and 10 minutes for this War of Imperium session, and yeah, RKM King. Theoretically speaking, um, yeah, what would your strategy be given that, for example, you have the same amount of players as the defending side right now, Opus Dei and Apollo? What would be your strategy theoretically if you are on the attacking side like JPEG is right now?
So yeah, as I mentioned, you just have to be creative and be unpredictable in terms of attacking the weaknesses of this castle. So you have the flanks, wherein you can just simply send some people. Again, granted that you have the manpower, it's just that it's hard to stagger attacks through that portal because you have to actually commit your emergency call. Just simply call more people. So that is a very say big commitment for the attacker side. But at this point, given this narrow finale, those two sides are the only way for you to, have a very, say, at very say decent attempt at attacking this castle. Because as I mentioned in the past, there's a possibility that those backliners from OD are basically wearing their full offensive gears, and there's no way that you can survive the damage because they're basically free hitting you. So they are not expecting to be targeted by anything.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah,
yeah.
and right now, JPEG is surviving the defensive, attacks here coming from Opus Dei and Apollo. But how long can they survive? And not only do they need to survive, they need to eliminate the defenders as well. As you can see, we have some members of JPEG just going into their stacks, but they don't have that follow up damage just to eliminate
Mm,
those members right here. And Opus Dei and Apollo are already well positioned basically on their defense, that they know where to position some members. Some Royal Guards just using that sacrifice just to have those defenders or the front lines basically have that extra defense before they actually go down. That Royal Guard will
mhm,
go down first, of course, but better than having your front line defender eliminated basically.
mhm. Yeah. So yeah, basically this frontal attack is important. So this is going to be the, let's say, the main source of threat, because it's, as I mentioned, it's going to be hard for the two portals, the left, the right side, to basically use emergency call without getting stopped, cancelled, or penalized. So you just have to focus on creating more diversion, and obviously, by trying to attack through the front gates of this castle. So that's one of the, say, better ways of doing it. But then again, the limitations of the current attacking guild is being exposed. So again, they are not weak. It's just that class disadvantage, manpower disadvantage. So again, those, let's say, those factors are actually getting highlighted in a sense, because the major, let's say, the one of the major advantages of OD actually exposes JPEG's weakness. So yeah, it's really hard to compensate for that
Mm-hmm.
since yeah, uh, every equal, every regroup, you're basically lesser as compared to your opponent. So that's something that you cannot compensate. Actually, they're
Mm-hmm.
trying to, by using their emergency call early and staggering it,
Mm-hmm.
hoping that the next attack after 5 minutes, that their equal is already cooled down.
Inactive, yep.
Yeah.
And one way of compensating, you might lose the battle, right, RKM King, but
Hmm.
you can always look pretty doing so, because last update, or I think last 2 days, the Malangdo costume update was up, and there are new Malangdo costumes just got added. Those are a summer theme, so make sure to check them out. We have the costume summer beach, the costume green sunbed, costume blue sunbed, great Pyrenees beach ball, fluffy red parasol, blue parasol, shining sunflower, gold Pioneer and Red Pioneer, and Octopus Leg and Mouth. So you can check it out, and you can also try your luck in to getting those costumes if you want those Enchantsum
Yeah.
Box Volume 20.
Mhm. Well, I was about to ask you, what do you think is the best costume? Because I'm going to tell you, the best thing to do with those costumes is to make them.
Make them Enchantsum Box.
Yeah,
Well, RKM
enchant
King
stone
is one of
boxes.
those people who doesn't care about costume. I like costumes very much. If you take a look at my storage, I have a full storage just costumes basically. They're
Yeah.
all just costumes. And
Well,
uh
James, on my side, if it's possible to make it into a chance stone box, it's already
It's already converted basically. No questions asked. If it can be converted, it's already converted.
yeah, regardless of the rarity, no, if uh, it can be converted, then definitely I will try my luck,
Mm-hmm.
which is actually not non-existent. No, but then again, I just have to try. So
Yep.
that's part of the deal.
But I think RKM.King is one of those people who doesn't believe in me and si Miko's cause that costumes are in the game
Yeah, well,
basically.
I believe that, James, no, because the more updated your costume is, the better enchant stone boxes it will be.
if if they came from the Malangdo
Yeah,
costumes.
everything from Malangdo.
Yep.
Yeah.
So if you want to get your hands on those enchant stone boxes, now is your best time to do so because volume 20 will include new stones and it can probably make your song. I think maybe some of the players right here already have those stones equipped.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's, let's say, one of the updates I actually wait, no, the Malangdo costume update, because that will further move the enchant stone box number. So right now we are at 20, wherein it has again the Saint X stone 2
Mm-hmm.
and the GX stone 2, which is well, it's not great for my setup, but
It will be
they're
great for other setups, RKM.King. Your setup is
yeah,
not the only setup.
well, it's not good right now for my setup, but in the future, especially after the patch, it will be an important part of GX's, let's say, costume game.
Mm-hmm.
Because the
Costume
skills will
game.
now fit the bonuses. Again, I am not that selfish, no, but currently it's not for me. I still have to wait for.
Uh, well, you can just say it's now for you as JPEG is going to push with their attack. Oh, their magnetic earth, their sorcerer went down. Okay, their magnetic earth got recasted right here. I think what their sorcerer is doing is whenever he gets affected by that Mandragora howling, he goes back to the portal just to have that magnetic earth still up and running on their side, or rather on the floor here on where they are stacking up, basically. But we see one member of JPEG right here, but will get eliminated right here.
Yeah, it's
So we've yet to see a very bold move coming. We've only seen one different move coming from JPEG earlier, in which they used a you know um, flag here basically,
mm,
just to enter from that side. And yeah, we've yet to see them do another bold move like that. Maybe we will be seeing more members on their side because it is already 1 hour in on this session right now, RKM.King, and we might see the 10
mhm.
o'clock buff on the side of JPEG.
Well, it's also possible to see them for OD. So it's
Well,
not exclusive.
it goes for both sides, I guess.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So again, those are the periods that we are looking forward to, because again, based on the trends and based on what happened in the first two seasons, that's where, let's say, the players actually uh, let's say, log in or participate, because again, these are titos and titas, no. So they basically have other responsibilities.
Not all, RKM.King, not all.
Yeah, so some of them are already grandfathers, no.
Yeah,
So
yeah. That's what I was. That's what I was going to say.
yeah,
But
yeah,
nevertheless, some of them are, you know, retro players that got
yeah.
taught by their, got taught by the titos and titas playing. Got taught by the
Uh,
uncles and aunties playing basically.
yeah, that's why they can only allot 1 hour, no. So again, those joints are not gonna
Wow.
work just 1 hour.
Uh, I think that's taking too far, RKM. I think they can still use their hands and their keyboard, just for the mouse and keyboard.
Yeah, for 1 hour.
Just for 1 hour. So
That's
maybe
that's why.
maybe maybe that's why they're alive only on 10 o'clock. But who knows, right? Who
Yeah.
knows?
Yeah, we have our own circumstances, James. It's
Mm-hmm.
just that again the demographics of the player, of course, and even the casters, no.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Yeah,
uh, I think that's only RKM King, but anyway.
yeah, yeah. Now the casters are actually Gen Z, no. So
Uh-huh, uh-huh. Yeah.
uh,
Mm-hmm. Yep. We should use those Gen Z slang basically. Just
yeah,
I don't think a lot of people can understand Gen Z slang, honestly.
just say tong 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 sahur.
Oh my goodness. That's a different kind of meme.
Anyway,
Yeah, as RKM King is pretending to be a Gen Z right now, JPEG has successfully regrouped here at the second portal before the preamp right now, RKM King. Again, even when JPEG is losing out on a lot of things, basically, they're still trying their best. They're still here. They're still trying their best. Again, they don't want to give away stuff for free, so they're still
yeah,
gonna fight for it regardless of whatever happens. And that's one of the things that we like about JPEG and
yeah,
crayons
true, true.
and constants. They're just relentlessly attacking. They're still continuous with their attacks, even though we've seen them, you know, fall out a lot of times.
Mm. Yeah, it's really important to have the kind of mindset because there's no way that they can win if they're not trying.
Mm-hmm.
So they just keep on pushing and just keep on trying, and hopefully one of their attacks work.
Mm-hmm.
So
Well,
that's has
well, they
been their
did. I
mantra.
think every session of a Golden Imperium, they have this one attack wherein they were able to push into the amp and
Yeah.
almost break the castle. Some of
Mm.
the session they actually broke the castle. Last
Yes.
session they almost broke it.
Yeah, we might
Uh-huh.
see, James. We might see one of their attacks where in all the stars align at the last second of this
Mm-hmm.
event. They might be able to, let's say, be successful.
Uh-huh.
So there's that chance, even though it's let's say 0.01%. So there's still
Yeah.
a chance. So just like your MVP cards that uh you've been trying to get, that 0.01
That point
is
zero
is
one
still,
percent,
yeah,
but I think that's more. They have more chances of winning rather than the 0.01% because
yeah,
and some defenders might be sleeping.
yeah,
Who knows, right? But I guess they're all locked in right now, and they're ready to receive their Golden Emperium wards for those defenders currently.
yeah,
But yeah, JPEG
yeah.
is not going to allow that. And one of the things that could make you successful, RKM King, is of course the Golden Imperium packs in the cash shop.
Yes, yes, yes,
Can you
yes.
tell our viewers about the Golden Imperium packs that we have right now,
Yeah.
RKM King?
Yeah, actually, Golden Imperium packs 1 and 2 actually are good items because basically they will provide you regeneration and let's say some form of pots and of course buffs. So those are actually very important, especially for the War of Imperium and also for your daily grind and instances. Whereas pack 3 and 4 are actually your go-to packs if you want more of, let's say, the equipment for PvP. And of course, pack 4 has that reset status skill. So in case you mess up your build or you wanted to pursue another setup, just basically buy this one. Again, this is it costs like 6,500 KP, but if you counted them as individual items, it's beyond 6.5.
Mm-hmm.
So let's say they basically like flash, like a
It's
flash
a
sale.
bargain basically. It's a sale.
It's an
It's a
actual flash sale.
yeah. It's
It's
an
an
actual
actual flash
flash
sale,
sale.
no?
And speaking of flash sales, we also have the level of flash sale that is up and active right now, which is we have the limited XP boost pack 1 and pack 2, which can help you in your leveling means. If you have a character or you are um re-rolling to a different character, this is the best time for you to do so since those packs are active. And we have a XP boost right now that's ongoing.
Yeah.
That is 100%
True, true.
until June 8th of 11:59 p.m.
Actually, James, those leveling packs, even though you're not planning on leveling now, you can simply buy them and stock them in your storage. So
Mm.
when it's available, just simply buy it if you have the budget for it, because eventually you'll seek out some methods on speeding up your leveling to 185. Because again, remember we have say had this patch wherein the level cap is increased from 175 to
Mm-hmm.
185, and leveling to 180 is technically easy, but 180 to 185 is a crawl. So
Struggle.
yeah, as much help as you can get, just purchase, if again if it's within your budget, just
Mm-hmm.
purchase those packs. They're going to be a lot more, let's say it will
Mm-hmm.
help you a lot. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I think for the leveling, a lot of people are also waiting for that world bounty to get updated as well for them to be able to level from 175 to 185. But it's not the time to talk about that. We have other sessions for that one, as JPEG is going to go in for another attack right here. We see some members of JPEG just trying to go in the stacks here of Opus Dei and Apollo, but yeah, they will go out and run down on the members of JPEG or the attackers right now. And yeah, this is a very, very difficult situation for the attackers. We are not sure if they're going to even defend the Silver Imperium also for this session, because again, um, it might be all for naught, right, RKMK? Because if they defend the Silver Imperium castle, basically, it will the Silver Imperium castle will be the only castle up for Golden Emperium Season 3. Um, yeah, basically for the sixth session, and because the Golden Castle is already inactive. Or
Yeah.
not you
It's
can say
based.
inactive, but there's no benefit, there's no reward.
Yeah. Well, basically, it's going to be like a reverse heist wherein, for the Silver Castle, in the Silver Castle's case, everyone is against you. So that's a possibility wherein the OD Alliance and some other people would like to deny you your rewards. So in a sense, that's going to be a reverse heist wherein nobody wins.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so that's a possibility. But then again, if JPEG wants to try and continue to defend the Silver Castle, it's still possible. We still have enough remaining days for them to do so. So
Mm-hmm.
it's just that this is a situation wherein the ending of the defense of the Golden Imperium is, let's say, earlier compared to the Silver Castle. It is something that the Silver Castle does not want to happen. So this is a nightmare scenario actually for the Silver Castle. But then again, what happened. So they lost ownership on the third day, and yeah, it's a situation that they definitely don't want, but they
Mm-hmm.
are already here, so might as well try their best to secure the rewards, and of course try their best to defend their castle. And on top of that, try to attack the Golden Castle as well, just to protect themselves.
Mm-hmm.
So this is basically their defense. So what we're seeing on stream, this is JPEG's struggle to protect the Silver Castle.
Mm-hmm.
So this is their game plan since day one.
Yep.
So
And
yeah,
yeah, one thing that you will not struggle in while watching the stream right now is for joining the Golden Imperium Season 3 live stream giveaway. All you need to do is to tune into Golden Imperium Season 3 live stream, listen for the question asked by the host during the stream, which is, how much is the highest reward in Golden Imperium Season 3? Comment your answer along with your IGN and the hashtag Golden Imperium GGH. Three lucky participants per live stream will be randomly selected to win exclusive ROPC merchandise. And for this live stream, it's going to be one tumbler and one sticker each. All winners will be announced at the end of Golden Imperium Season 3. So if it ends tonight, basically it will be announced most likely next week.
yeah. So
Mm.
one of the important things for the guilds to extend the Golden Empire event is for, let's say, the spectators to have more
Mm-hmm.
chances of winning. So for the spectator side, just simply tune in on our YouTube channel, and of course to participate in answering the questions given by the host
Mm-hmm.
again. So for, let's say, we reach the sixth session, we still have rewards to give away. So if we reach the seventh and the eighth session, we still have rewards to give away as well. So it's time for the spectators to win.
Yep.
So JPEG, please secure the defense. Yeah. Yeah, so
Mm.
that's again this merchandise I have them as well at home. So I have a
Yeah.
tumbler, so it looks
I
good.
mean, it's if you want to stack up more, I guess this is the time
Yeah.
for you to be joining on the giveaway. Again, even the participants of Golden Emperium Season 3 right now who are defending attacking the castles can participate on the giveaway. Just follow the mechanics of the giveaway and yeah, wait for your announcements to be announced. Wait for your names to be announced on Facebook and Discord.
Really, it's part of my my memorabilia from Ragnarok.
Mm.
So by the time I
I,
have something to pass to my descendants,
that will
family heirloom.
that will also play RO, right?
Yeah,
You
my family heirloom merch from RO.
you will have you will make a custom frame for those.
Yeah.
Okay, now that's what RKM.King wants to do with his merchandise. Maybe the other people here would want to use him, and they're actually pretty nice. The desk mats and the
Yeah.
tumblers are pretty nice. Um, yeah, the stickers you can put them anywhere. Maybe on your tumbler you can put them in as well, just to decorate it more or put it somewhere. So it's up to you, I guess. So yeah, first step you need to do is to join in on the giveaway. Only those on YouTube will be counted. So if you guys are on Facebook right now commenting or you want to join the giveaway, I suggest you head on over to our YouTube and check it out.
So what I so they are basically regrouping
Mm-hmm.
outside of the preamp.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see if OD will bite this say I don't know if this is an entrapment or basically a bait for OD to go out because that's what JPEG wants, no? They want to reduce the number of people
Mm-hmm.
at the preamp area. So in case the defenders will of course choose to move out of their position just like what they're doing right now, I think, or they are just simply scouting.
Yep.
So that's a possibility, no?
Yeah, I mean, some of them will, you know, maybe do the hero plays and just go out and scouting us out or maybe try and eliminate some members. But I think that's what some JPEG is looking forward to is for Opus Dei and Apollo to make mistake.
Hmm.
But Opus Dei and Apollo are really careful not to make any mistakes this time around. Because again, a lot is at stake on their side. Again, they already used a lot of consumables for defending this castle, and I'm pretty sure they will be using more as we go on for the night. We still have 46 remaining here in our 46 minutes remaining in our current War of Imperium session. Again, Heist is active here in the Golden Castle, so this is where everyone's eyes are at right now.
Yeah, hopefully there's no such thing. Let's say there's no blunder, like the e-caller getting muted for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
So we've seen that for like in the last
The
session.
last session, but
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, I don't know what to say, but let's leave it to them or to those handling the event. But yeah, JPEG is going to go in for another attack. Madrugora Howling failing to cast right now, but almost casting that Madrugora Howling, but will get eliminated before actually pulling off that Madrugora Howling. Ignition breaks will land here on the members, even with that howled casting time, and that's what makes things difficult for the players. Again, like what you mentioned, RKM.King. The the thing is for the thing that we learned for this session is that you need to have no casting time. Basically, if you want to do anything, but crayons
Yeah.
are going to go in. One arrow storm will eliminate a lot of members there of crayons. And yeah, you need to eliminate that casting time, RKM.
Yeah, there's no way that for the next Golden Imperium season, that people will still run such setups, especially the RKs. Now they've been the ones who's been, let's say, greatly affected by Mandragora howling. They position themselves well, but then again, they were not able to execute their plan simply because their ignition bricks are not getting casted properly. So that's one thing to consider, especially when building your character. So again, if there's an option to have a no casting time, then definitely go for that. Regardless if it reduces your damage, or if it, let's say, slows down your attack speed, or makes it hard for you to reach the ideal, let's say, DPS. It's just that it's better to have a lesser DPS than have no DPS at all.
Mm-hmm.
So
Unless
it's a matter of,
unless you're not a DPS character, right?
yeah,
RKM.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
But then again, the roles of those arcades are actually crucial, and it's kind of saddening to see them positioning themselves, let's say, correctly, but wasn't able to execute anything. So yeah, very powerful support skill, no, Mandragora Howling. So in case somebody's watching and wants to participate in the Golden Imperium season, or maybe apply to one of these guilds, you can still build a genetic that casts Mandragora Howling, because it doesn't matter if you have the damage. You just have to cast it repeatedly when the opponents are trying to siege the castle. So that's something to consider. Just have to up your defenses, increase your resistances, and of course prepare your flower pots for your Mandragora Howling skill. And that's it.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a very good initial War of Imperium setup, especially
Mm-hmm.
for non-War of Imperium player. So for example, there's, let's say, a PVM guy that wants to be part of the next season, or whatever PvP event it is. Yeah, I guess that's the easiest path. No, just play around with the other classes, even though you're not into those classes, because just like what James mentioned in the past, there are he's not interested in playing as AV, but some people
Oh.
can actually.
Mm-hmm.
What was that?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what happened.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. There's that option. No? So again, for those PVM guys out there, you can basically try the support classes in ROGGH. Because making a PvP DPS, let's say War of Imperium DPS character with enough resistance is going to be costly.
Mm-hmm.
As JPEG and Crayon tries to attack the defenses of OD. So let's see.
Yep. And oof, having some technical issues here. Hopefully the stream is okay, and I think the stream is okay. It has a good life still. But yeah, Magnet Caref will get casted on the floor. Again, they couldn't get past this side because of the um, the defense of Opus Dei and Apollo. So it makes it difficult for JPEG and Crayons to do something if they don't make a different move or strategy.
Mm,
It's hard. Basically, it's hard. Again, a Shadow Chaser is going to their stack using that Fatal Menace. Again, Fatal Menace is already the updated version, which is it does AoE damage.
yeah,
Paired up with a card like Srofo,
yeah.
it can
Oh,
hmm?
yeah, also the items the for Shadow Chaser are actually available in the server.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there are several equipment that can improve the Fatal Menace damage. That
Mm-hmm.
actually makes these, let's say, the stealthy, the tough, the tanky setup of Shadow Chasers into, let's say, a killing machine, because they are basically, I don't want to call it gifted with items, no, but then because you have to still procure them, but the items being available in the server and providing better coverage than what's available for other classes actually helps the setup of the shadow chasers, because again, I've said this before and I'll say it again, that class has been power crept by several uh, items and several buffs.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, by having the masquerade skill, the capability to remove equipment from other classes, dismount them, to trap them, to remove their SP. So that's a powerful tool, no, for the powerful character that has all the tools to be effective. And now they are now equipped with a short range AOE that can inflict decent damage, at the same time uh, capable of dealing crystallization
Mm-hmm.
with the use of the Sropho card. So
Yep.
yeah.
And yeah, RKM King this time around. The defenses of Opus Dei and Apollo are really hard to penetrate. The Imperium is still heavily defended, you can say, because they have
Yeah.
scouts and it is a very small area that they can just scout using what, three players right here.
Mm,
And yeah, the defenses is basically stacked up here. We can see JPEG and Crayons have a hard time in just overall getting past through the first line of defense that Apollo and Opus Dei has. They tried out a different strategy, like what I said earlier. They went through a different portal, but we don't see any Dorams this time on the side also of JPEG. Uh, or rather, I don't know. I just haven't seen one basically,
mhm.
because we see one here, but not on the other portal side, right? Because we
Yeah.
usually see the members or the Dorams of JPEG jump in from either portal, just so that they could attack the backline. But maybe this is one of the adjustment that JPEG has in mind to deal with the defenses of Opus Dei and
Mhm.
Apollo. Mm-hmm. So let's see what JPEG has planned for now. RKM King.
Yeah. But again, for let's say for context, no, it's hard for the Dorams to basically create an opening just by simply entering the portal, because the GXs have been planting poisonous poisonous cloud, or whatever skill is, uh I think poisonous weapon. So by dropping it there, they're dealing different abnormal statuses to the onlookers. So
Mm-hmm.
that's going to be hard for a single character again to simply cause a diversion.
Mm-hmm.
What needs to be done is for multiple characters to basically uh say put pressure on the defenses. Because if it's a one-on-one between a scout, maybe let's say a Sura or a GX and a Doram, those characters, mainly the Sura and the GX, are actually prepared on handling these Dorams. They might not be able to kill the Doram, but they can simply inform their teammates that someone's trying to enter through the other portals.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, right now JPEG is going to go in, but they will fall back as I think they are not ready yet to attack, or maybe their magnetic earth got eliminated right here. Right here. Bloody Lust will get casted on the floor as Apollo and Opus Dei are just going to try and run him down. And we see some Apollo members just going out just to try and deal damage to JPEG right here. But JPEG is ready to deal with whatever that Opus Dei is going to Opus Dei and Apollo is going to do as they go out of this portal. Again,
Mm,
it's War of Imperium is kind of like chess, wherein you need to take note of what your opponent is going to do, and you need to strategize also based on whatever is happening on the floor.
mhm,
Yeah, and right now it's proving to be quite difficult for the attackers to actually do anything unless they make a bold move. And let's check out the Silver Castle right now. It's owned by Apollo
Apollo.
currently. So maybe if maybe they will defend this, or maybe JPEG will defend this, or maybe they might leave it alone. So just so that we will have the Golden Imperium season 3 end here, and we won't have
Yeah.
the next session for Golden Imperium season 3, or rather, yeah, we won't have the sixth session basically
Yep.
if they weren't if they're not able to defend that. But who knows? Maybe they might try and defend it. Maybe they're not confident enough for their defense on that castle. That's why it's they kind of left it alone. But who
Yeah.
knows? Let's see what they're planning to do. We still have 33 minutes remaining here in this session. And yeah, for those of you guys who are experiencing heavy downfall of rain, guys, do be safe and do be careful as I'm experiencing it right now. I think RKM.King also.
Uh, Actually, so yeah, it's been raining no since
Mm.
earlier. Yeah. So again, as what you mentioned, James, there's still time for JPEG to recover the Silver Castle if they wanted to. Or again, it's a possibility that the Golden Imperium season 3 will end tonight, not right now, no, because we
Mm-hmm.
still have 33 minutes left. So that's a possibility. So we just have to wait and see what JPEG wants to happen. And of course, if they are successful, JPEG OD will have their Golden Imperium rewards uh, for defending this castle for 5 consecutive times. Also, Apollo, I think are not Apollo won't set up people to defend the Silver Castle as well
Mm-hmm.
because they cannot afford losing this castle because as we mentioned earlier, we don't have enough days to
I, I I
lock
mean
up.
I mean they might just go in for the last minute and just break it.
Yeah, yeah. So, but
So yeah, because
yeah,
again,
there's
Opus Dei and Apollo has a lot of manpower
mm,
compared to JPEG. And yeah, like what you said, not necessarily that JPEG is losing in terms of firepower. Both of them have incredibly high firepower, but if the state of the players right now, where everyone is kind of equal in terms of firepower, um, yeah, you will have the advantage if you have more players.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, also we can see multiple poisonous smokes. The GXs are trying to, I think, uh, stop the scouts at the left side of Referion. So at the very least, they are, or should I say, JPEG is still trying to do some moves on that part
Mm-hmm.
of the map. Because again, based on what we've seen for the past 1 hour and 30 minutes, this attack might not still be it.
Mm-hmm. Yep, JPEG again going for their attack. Yeah, I think their comms mostly revolve about around eliminating some members here, making sure that some key
Mhm.
players of the defending side is gone, and they will go in for the attack. Well, again, the problem for their side right now is we clearly see that they are struggling with that Mandragora howling getting casted on their side because yeah, both sides will get affected, and you cannot actually target or deal damage if you are passing by,
Mhm.
or you're blocked by this wall right here. So yeah, I mean, Mandragora Howling is a screen wide skill, so you just need to have them on screen and it will still affect whoever's or your opponent's on screen
Mhm.
basically.
Yeah,
And
basically positional advantage, no?
mhm,
So
yeah,
someone,
yeah, I think someone was able to go in from behind, but yeah, the attacks are still going to go on for a JPEG. But is it going to be enough to eliminate? We don't see a Rune Knight on the side. Oh, he called emergency call got casted here by JPEG, and they are going to go in for a secondary attack right now. But their magnetic earth is nowhere to be found. We see some genetics here on the side of Opus Dei. just going into the stack there of JPEG right now. But Magnetic Earth is going to get cancelled, and I think not all of the members of JPEG went in that time.
Mhm.
But we still see some members of JPEG just surviving the battle, and now they are going to go in. Maybe just go in for that reset, and hope for a better attack the next time they do so. But again, they might be going for that last minute push. RKM.King, we still have 29 minutes remaining here in the session. They're just trying things out. They're just keeping the pressure on the side of Opus Dei and Apollo. So that might be their strategy, because if they're able to break this castle probably in the last, what, 10 minutes, 5
Mhm.
minutes, you know it's going to be huge. Like Opus Dei and Apollo are going to be sweating basically, because
Yeah.
they need to rush in and break this if they want to take the Golden Imperium Ward.
It
Or,
doesn't matter no, how good your defenses are for the last 1 hour and 59 minutes,
mm,
but if you fail at the last minute, then it's still those efforts are still going to be useless,
yep.
which is really very difficult for uh, Apollo and OD to accept. No, so they're not going to. Hopefully, they're not going to like let off their efforts because they've been doing this for uh, 5 consecutive defenses.
Mm-hmm.
This is not the time for them to stop and to to be lazy.
Mm-hmm.
So this players are going to secure this reward. I think
Yep.
they just that I wanted to see more attempts from JPEG
Yeah.
using a different approach because the frontal attacks are not cutting it.
Yeah,
Because if
maybe they've also seen their weaknesses on their side.
yeah,
They've
yeah,
seen their weaknesses. They've seen the strengths of their
that
side. Also, for the opposing side, they know their weaknesses. They know their strengths. So
mm,
they're trying to push the weaknesses, or maybe the things that they found out um, on while playing Golden Emperium Season 3 for 5 consecutive
mm,
days. RKM.King. Maybe that's what they're trying to utilize right now. But emergency call will get casted here by Opus Dei, or rather Apollo. I think both sides.
mm,
So they
yeah.
are going to regroup and check things out, as they are going to restock for their defenses here
Mm,
in the Golden Castle. And speaking of restocking, RKM.King, what
yeah.
you should do is to stock up on the prizes that you have, if you are able to do so, because we have a Golden Emperium Season 3 live stream giveaway. And all you need to do is to answer the question: how much is the highest reward in Golden Emperium Season 3?
Mhm.
Again, how much is the highest reward in Golden Emperium Season 3? Comment your answer along with your IGN and the hashtag Golden Emperium GGH. Again, guys, don't forget the hashtag Golden Emperium GGH. Three
Mhm.
lucky participants per live stream will be randomly selected to win exclusive ROPC merchandise. For this live stream, it's going to be one tumbler and the one sticker per winner. And all winners will be announced at the end of Golden Emperium Season 3 on Facebook and Discord. So make sure to check it out, and follow those channels for you to be updated if ever you want.
Mhm. Yeah, and make sure that you're inputting your answers in our YouTube comment section and not the Facebook one. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so that your answers, your entries will be counted.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so we still have for
25
25
minutes
minutes.
remaining in this War of
Yeah.
Imperium session, and we still have a little bit more than an hour for our Golden Emperium Season 3 packs. Again, this might be the
Yep.
last day. Again, this might be the last day that you are able to get the Golden Emperium Season 3 pack. So I just suggest you do so. You get these packs while it's still up and active. This is only available during War of Imperium 1 days of Golden Emperium Season 3. So if it ends tonight, on the next War of Imperium 1 session, it won't be active anymore. season
Mhm.
pack 4 and pack 3 will give you additional items which can help you out in PvP, and pack 1 and pack 2 has consumables.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So also Pack 3 has a lot of young vines. So in case you want to utilize the skip
Mm-hmm.
ticket for episode 16 to continue your quest for episode 17.1, simply buy that pack because it has 50 young vines. So I think that's around 2,500 as well. So
Mm-hmm.
that's going to be a lot helpful, and you'll get more items as well.
Mm-hmm.
And then of course the boots, the
Yep.
pack 2 boots. Yeah.
Yeah, and JPEG is going to continue with their attacks right now. As Opus Dei and Apollo are still defending, they are holding on right now. As they're slowly pushing, Magnetic Earth needs to be recasted on the floor here on their side for them to be able to survive the defense here of Opus Dei and Apollo. But we might see a Shadow Chaser and Rune Knight go in their stack, and which will prove difficult for JPEG to handle. But the Rune Knight will be able to enter the stack here of Opus Dei, but will get taken down as JPEG is still going to go in for the Battle Gates of Hell, and some Asura I think went out just to finish off some members of JPEG who are still outside, or maybe just stop the emergency call from happening. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no chance for a JPEG to regroup outside because yeah, I think they already committed their equal a
Mm-hmm.
while ago. So yeah, this is again this is part of their strategy to protect the Silver Castle. So yeah, so this is again possible that they still attack so that they have an opportunity for them to uh, retrieve the Silver Castle.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully we see some, let's say, info on what JPEG wants to actually do, because as what James mentioned earlier, this can be the last day of Golden Emperium Season 3 in case there is a change in ownership for the Silver Castle,
Mm-hmm.
because again there are only like how many days left? 3 more days for the defense, and that's not going to result in any possible rewards.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's pointless for another guild to take over the Silver Castle, maybe aside from JPEG protecting it until the last
Well,
day.
aside from them wanting to stop JPEG from getting
Yeah,
silver
that's
words.
also a possibility,
Mm-hmm.
you know. So again, the guilds don't want to give anything for free. They just have to work hard for it. So let's see if Crayons and JPEG will still continue their struggle for the silver rewards. So
Mm-hmm.
that is, I guess, the main headline because OD, I think, still needs to defend their Golden Imperium, but based on what we've seen, they are still actively defending it and not just simply waiting for the other players to threaten them.
Mm-hmm.
As JPEG tries to position themselves better in this castle.
Yep, and the ignition brakes will land here. Nope, will get stopped here by the members of Opus Dei and Apollo, and they need to survive the attacks here. Ignition brakes will get casted. They need to go into the stack. I think they need to penetrate the back line, or JPEG and Krails need to penetrate the back line here of Opus Dei and Apollo, just for them to have that extra, support or extra leeway to attack this castle.
Mm.
Basically, maybe a curse circle on the backline will greatly help their cause. Maybe a Mandragora Howling that affects also the backline here of Apollo and Opus Dei will help them out in their attack. But so far right now it's proving hard for them to do so, as they need to pass by this area in which crazy vines are always getting casted, and the magnetic earth is always getting cancelled. So maybe having a Sura on in their lineup just to quickly enter the backlines, and you maybe use curse circles, and then maybe a tiger cannon will help if some of them are not wearing a 100% resistance
Yeah.
gears, basically. But yeah, I mean, 100% resistance gears are really OP. Yeah, I do think so myself. But some characters will require you not to use them
Hmm.
because you can have better gears. Basically, you need to
Yeah.
equip specific gears.
Yeah. If you're looking for, let's say, more damage and
Yeah, yeah. If you're looking
or
for more damage, if you're looking for maybe VCT reductions or
yeah,
fixed cast time
or
reductions.
possibly spam ability, you cannot sacrifice your gears just for the resistance gear. So there's a possibility that those at the back line are not wearing again 100% immunity. So that's why they really have to make an effort to breach the first two layers of the defense, which is again, as what you mentioned, proving to be difficult, especially with this kind of front line from OD and Apollo. So this is like a mixed damage between physical and magical, and also a lot of shadow chasers casting masquerade. So it's really challenging because I think they also have a frontline genetic that casts Crazy Vine and Card Cannon to fend off the attackers. So it's a good mix of classes as well. So
Mm-hmm.
that's going to like very difficult to resist. You want to wear GTB, but at the same time you want to reduce the damage taken from the physical damage as well.
Mm-hmm.
So again,
I,
a very tough decision for the attacking side, no?
yeah, and for specific classes as well. But yeah, regardless of whatever is happening, still the attacks are still going to continue. Because yeah, they might catch someone sleeping. Basically, they might catch someone sleeping on the defense. If that happens, uh, you know, the defense might falter. If
Yeah.
maybe if it's only one or two members that are sleeping, maybe that would be fine. But yeah, if more than that is going to be sleeping on a defense, that will prove difficult for the defending side to actually do more things because they can get conquered right here because we've seen JPEG conquer this castle for um, some War of Imperium or Golden Emperium Season 3 sessions, and they were successful even with the few members that they have.
Yeah, they just need a small opening,
Mm-hmm.
an opportunity for their damage dealers to do their job. It's just that this area near the portal, they've been stuck here for quite some time. Because again, the backliners of OD and Apollo is actually dealing too much damage, and obviously their DPS classes won't be able to absorb such damage. That's why they cannot leave that area, and of course they've been wiped several times. So again, they just just
Oh,
like what they're doing right now.
yeah,
I think,
they're waiting for someone to go out.
yeah,
But again, the portal invulnerability is a thing.
yeah,
So for those who get damaged by this ignition break, if they can just, or maybe if it's a Sura, basically you can just go out. Emergency call getting casted. Manhole
this is
actually on time.
yeah,
And will this be able to push through? I think so because that strategy worked out for them. And yeah, this is Ultra right now. So they're
yeah,
using Ultra right now on their side for that emergency call. And I think that got spotted maybe. Let's see what happens. Ignition brakes will go off. Will there be attacks there here
oh,
on the front lines? There is an ignition
someone had
brake
to
on
be
the
there.
back line right here. And there is ignition brake here on the stack. But no, the members of Opus Dei and Apollo, they allotted some members here just to defend the back line here of their stack. And that's a crazy attack coming from JPEG. That's what we're looking forward to in seeing
Yeah.
RKM King. But unfortunately, it's not enough to deal with the defense here of Apollo and Opus Dei.
Now use your other guilds. Do it
Yeah,
again.
I mean, they got spotted. If they didn't get spotted right here, I think they would have been able to deal more damage to the backline here of Opus Dei and Apollo. But again, the thing is, you need to dish out more firepower, I guess. Maybe
Yeah.
you need the Runite that just went into the stack wasn't able to do much, just damage the backline. But again, they still have the emergency call in the JPEG's main guild, while the members here of Opus Dei and Apollo are a little bit scattered right now. And flying kicks will go in. Let's see what will happen. Some members of JPEG still on the stack, still here in this preempt area. Members of JPEG are now out. And yeah, we're just waiting for something to happen on their side.
I think they'll just wait for the cooldown of their emergency call.
Mm-hmm.
A very nice attempt, no? Abuse that I don't want to say abuse, but taking advantage of the range of the ignition break skill, being casted at the low ground of
Mm-hmm.
that portal, so that technically or kinda secures the e-call as well, because despite being spotted, it wasn't cancelled. Also on top of the manhole
Mm-hmm.
that was casted on the e-collar. So very nice execution. So
Yep.
it's just that it was ultra, wherein there are only a few characters I think actively playing on that
Mm-hmm.
alliance.
I mean, RKM King. That's a great attempt coming from JPEG.
Yeah, yeah,
Uh, we still have 13 more, 12 more minutes remaining
yeah,
here in
yeah.
this session. They might do it again. They might do it
They,
again, and they might
they
be
should,
successful because
but
again, if they're successful in that kind of attempt, and Opus Dei and Apollo is caught sleeping basically, it's going to be hard. It's going to be difficult as JPEG is going to
oh,
run down, run it. They're going to run it down right now as the defenses of Opus Dei and Apollo is a little bit scattered right now. They're attacking the front lines. I think some players right now are falling behind. Let's see. I think an emergency call got casted. I see some portals getting um I see some players getting teleported out as Crayons will join in on the battle. Still, the defenses are up, and they need to not stack up here on this spot because, yeah, it's a little bit difficult for them to be able to, counter the defenses here of Opus Dei Apollo. But even with that rundown or run of JPEG, the defense did not fall
mhm.
basically. Members of Opus Dei and Apollo died, but it's not enough to actually take down the defenses on their side.
But that's enough to to cause chaos and to let's say disorganize the defense of Apollo and OD. So I think this is one of the goals or the objective of JPEG. Also, in case OD commits their emergency call, that's going to bode well for the attempts of JPEG because they will have their equal while OD and Apollo won't have theirs. So let's see if there will be another, let's say, interesting attempt coming from JPEG. Because again, we've seen one from Ultra being executed. It was kinda successful in okay in let's say in destroying some of the defenses at the back line. But then again, it was not enough of a diversion to fully
Mm-hmm.
break down the front lines of OD. But that kind of attempt on top of, let's say, a successful rundown from the frontliners of JPEG would create more chaos
Mm-hmm.
in the next, let's say, in the closing minutes of the War of Imperium session. So that's why I think allotting more members right now
Mm-hmm.
on those two portals.
Yeah, and RKM King. That attempt is enough to actually make the defenders nervous a little bit.
Yeah.
They actually use their emergency call just to re
Mm-hmm.
reapply their defenses. But if JPEG is going to take advantage of that, they might do it again. Go in for their attempts, and while the defenses are still up and running right now, they can reduce the numbers right here, like what they're doing for the past few sessions. And while the emergency call is still on cooldown on the side of Opus Dei and Apollo,
Mm-hmm.
if they use their emergency call, their group will be up and running before the emergency call will be on cooldown on the side of
Mm-hmm.
um, Opus Dei and Apollo.
Yeah. Also, James, that kind of aggressive attempt creates a tempo for JPEG wherein they are the ones dictating on how to use the uh, emergency call. So they can actually force OD and Apollo to use their emergency call once it is available.
Mm-hmm.
And if I think if they try to attack within the next 3 minutes, I think they can force OD to commit their emergency call while they
Mm-hmm.
still have another, let's say, one attempt
Mm-hmm.
of emergency call for themselves.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to be crucial timing, and hopefully this one creates an
Oh.
opening for a Titanic finish.
Yeah, we'll see what happens right here as JPEG is going to go in right now. They're going to try and reduce the numbers of Opus Dei and Apollo right now. We still have 8 minutes remaining here in this War of Imperium session. JPEG just losing their members one by one as Apollo and Opus Dei's defense is proving to be very effective.
Mm-hmm.
And right now, no one from the side portals are going in. And maybe the emergency call is still on cooldown. We still have 7 minutes remaining here in this session. RKM King, this is going to be a tough battle for both sides. We might see a last minute break. We might not see it. We're just in it for the thrill of it, RKM King.
Yeah. Yeah, as long as it's chaotic, no? Yeah, so it ends in a chaotic manner. I'm all for it. It doesn't matter who wins at the end, because again, we are here for the entertainment. So hopefully, JPEG creates something. So it can be magical, it can be tragic. It doesn't matter as long as it's interesting. So let's see if they can perform that same uh, mm, strategy
Mm-hmm.
in breaking down the defenses of OD.
Yep, and I didn't know stars were active. And I had notifications of. But thank you very much, Chester, for the 200 star sets on her Facebook. I didn't know stars were active, honestly. But yeah, JPEG is going to continue with their attacks right here. Yeah, that that surprised me, honestly. And yeah, the defense, the attack versus defense right now. 6 minutes remaining in this Golden Imperium Season 3, Day 5. Few more attempts maybe coming from JPEG. We might see it, we might not. We might see just them defending the Silver Imperium Castle just to push it for the sixth session and just give this away. But I doubt that will happen. Maybe this is just a strategy for them to juke out the defenses of Opus Dei and Apollo. Let's see. Silver Imperium is defended
Oh,
here by Most Wanted, just to cancel out. I think they want it. They want the Golden Imperium event to be finished right now. I think
yeah.
RKM King. I
Let's
think
see.
that's
No?
what I think that's what Opus Dei and Apollo wants.
Mhm.
Let's see. Let's see what happens. RKM King.
Let's see if JPEG will commit uh, on breaking the Silver Imperium first, because they still have time. But I think the Imperium is not theirs right now.
Mm-hmm.
So again, the fate of the event is still on the hands of JPEG, regardless of the outcome. So yeah, so it's their decision. So if
Mm-hmm.
they wanted to extend this event, the only way for it to happen is for them to take over the Silver Castle, and we may proceed to, or we can proceed to the sixth session. And it's also possible that the OD and the Apollo will deny them
Mm-hmm.
uh, the rewards on the sixth session as well.
Mm-hmm.
So let's,
Yep, and the four more minutes remaining, RKM King. This is going to be tough. This is
yeah,
this is going to be tough for both sides. Again, Opus Dei and Apollo still has their defenses intact. I'm pretty sure our emergency call is ready for both sides. JPEG is not attacking still right now. I think they used an emergency call somewhere. Did they use it on the Silver Castle? Yeah, I think
oh, okay. So they want it to continue.
Yeah, I think
So
JPEG would want the Golden Imperium Season 3 to continue until the sixth session. And just defend the Silver Castle. We might see the defenses of JPEG. The sides will switch for both sides, I think, for the next session. And I think the Silver or the Golden Castle will be, you know, Castle will be safe now, I guess, I think.
yeah, and I don't think OD and Apollo will attempt
Yeah,
to take over
I
Silver
don't
Castle. They
think.
won't.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't think it's enough to compromise the Castle right now.
yeah,
So they still need to stick with their defenses, but
yeah.
yeah, the event won't end today. I'm pretty sure because there's only like 2 minutes and a few seconds remaining before this War of Imperium session ends. My goodness,
I think
what
they
a battle
want, they
though.
still want to, I think they want to buy more supplies
Mm-hmm.
from
Yeah,
the flash sale, no?
maybe they still need more time for to get more supplies from the Golden Emperium Flash Sale, which is
Yep.
still up and active right now. And if JPEG is able to defend this castle when the session ends, basically we will see the Golden Imperium Season 3 packs up and active on Tuesday, which
Mm.
is going to be the next session of Golden Imperium Season 3. But there will be no more rewards up for grabs on the Golden Castle, so all eyes will be here on the Silver
Mhm.
Castle on the next session. Yeah, but we cannot be too sure. We still have a few more minutes remaining here in the session. Apollo is now gone. They might go here to the Silver Castle and try and break it
This is,
last minute. Oh, okay, so we still have a minute remaining here. In the Silver Castle, they might just try and break this if they're not
can
ready.
they though? Can they though?
Mm-hmm. Can
This,
they? Because the defense of JPEG might be sleeping right now. If they're able to break this in the last minute, we still have one more minute, just exactly a minute, maybe a few more seconds remaining before this War Imperium session ends. JPEG is still defending right now, so I don't think they'll be able to break this if they don't have members to attack. And
yeah,
yeah,
this is,
it's going to be griefing the Golden Castle if they use their emergency call just to defend or just to um you know end the session here.
yeah,
But yeah, we'll be seeing a day of Golden Imperium Season 3 or the sixth day of Golden Imperium Season 3 on Tuesday, most likely.
yeah. I was about to say that the ending, I guess, was or became unnecessarily intense.
And
Yeah.
yeah, that's what you all like to see as oh yep, we're just waiting for Golden Imperium Season 3 to end. Congratulations to Opus Dei and Apollo for winning the Golden Castle reward here in Golden Imperium Season 3. But we'll show our faces first. And yeah, congratulations to Opus Dei
Yep.
for winning Golden Castle rewards in Golden Imperium Season 3. But it's not, the Golden Imperium Season 3 is not over yet, since the
Mhm.
defense for the Silver Castle reward is still up and active as JPEG conquered the Silver Castle. And we will be seeing a sixth session of Golden Emperium Season 3 on Tuesday. That will be on June 10.
Mhm.
That will be on June 10, 9 to 11 p.m. GMT plus 8. And yeah, what an intense battle, RKM.King. Intense 5-day session for the Golden Castle. Uh, um, yeah, and Golden Imperium Season 3 is prolonged, basically,
Mhm.
RKM.King.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I like.
thoughts on the Golden Castle?
Well, on the Golden Castle, I think OD and Apollo played it well. They defended it intensely since day one, and also they learned from their mistakes in terms of their defenses. They were able to adjust. They were able to counter the attempts of the JPEG Alliance. So they've shown us their ability to, let's say, adapt in different situations, especially the first day. I think it was a little bit again spicy at the end because there's been a change of ownership several times in again in Referion. So that's kind of great for the first day, and I think the first 2 days were great. No,
Mm-hmm.
the next days is simply a show of force from the OD Alliance in terms of their defenses, and at the same time they've shown their fangs as well when JPEG I think let off, or should I say let go of their attacks on the Golden Imperium. They took
Oh,
that opportunity to take over the
yeah.
Silver Castle. So great, that bodes well for their let's say attempt or their struggle in defending the Golden Imperium. So
Mm-hmm.
this time around, I think the efforts, so this is the expenses, those expensive potions. I think everything is worth it because the rewards for this event, for this the Golden Imperium event, is really great. Not just the monetary rewards that's totaling 3,000 SGD.
Mm-hmm.
It's more of the MVP card of choice. So that's something that we just have to wait for their alliance to choose. So which MVP card would they want to have on their hands? Because I think last time they chose Taguka card because that's one
Mm-hmm.
of the rarest cards in the game.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see if they're going to select it again this time around.
Mm-hmm.
And also, I think the ending for JPEG, which is again the ending of this session for JPEG, at the very shows that or showed that they are willing to go such lengths. That they don't they won't quit until it's over. So let's see if they still have that fight in them. Uh, Hopefully, they can defend their castle uh, next session. So
All
again,
right.
nobody, nobody gave up
Yep.
in this event. So which is again really great for everyone who joined. So again,
Mm-hmm.
despite the disadvantages, despite the overwhelming pressure from OD, they still chose to extend the event, and hopefully things go their way as well. So
Mm-hmm.
it's not 100% let's say probability that the rewards for the silver will be forfeited.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see it through the end. So
Yep.
that's what we really wanted to see.
Yep, and again, congratulations to Opus Day for winning the Golden Castle reward. And yeah, the giveaway will continue until the sixth session. And the giveaway for today's session will be answer the question: how much is the highest reward in Golden Emperium Season 3? And all you need to do is comment your answer along with your IGN and the hashtag Golden Emperium GGH. Again, guys, don't forget the hashtag Golden Emperium GGH. Three lucky participants per live stream will be randomly selected to win exclusive ROPC merchandise, in which for this live stream it will be one tumbler and one sticker each. All winners will be announced at the end of Golden Imperium Season 3, so it won't be announced on Tuesday. Maybe it will be announced sometime this week after the 6th session, 7th session, or 8th session, depending on whether the Golden Imperium Season 3 will be finished. It will be a switch of both sides for the next session. I think Opus Day and Apollo will be the ones attacking the castle of JPEG. Let's see how that will go, how that will work, or how everything will fall into place as the Golden Imperium Season 3 is still going to continue. Golden Imperium Season 3 packs are still going to be up for grabs until the next session, and maybe further than that. So we'll see um, when it will end. But yeah, you can still buy the Golden Empire Season 3 packs 1 to 4 right now until 11:59 p.m. today, and on the sixth session, yeah, you'll still be able to buy that. So it will be an intense battle on Tuesday, RKM King. It will be a switch for both sides, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. As tonight, Golden Castle is going to be taken by Opus Dei, winning the Golden Castle reward in Golden Imperium Season 3.
Mhm.
All right. And yeah, with that said, guys, thank you all for tuning in. This has been a wonderful session of Golden Empire Season 3. And hope to see the participants and hope to see you guys, our viewers, on the next Golden Imperium Season 3 live stream. And yeah, anything you want to add, RKM King? Or you've already said everything
Yeah,
else?
more raffle draw.
More raffle draws, of
Yeah,
course.
basically,
More raffle
basically
draws, sales will
JPEG
be up.
gifted. Yeah,
Mhm.
JPEG gifted the viewers some rewards now.
Yep. Gifted the viewers and gifted the people more time to buy the Golden Imperium Season 3 packs. Anyway, guys, have a great evening ahead. This has been wonderful, and congratulations again to Opus Dei for winning the Golden Castle reward. And yeah, with that said, guys, thank you all for tuning in, and we'll see you guys on the next Golden Empire Season 3 live stream. We are your shoutcasters. This is James,
This is RKM King.
and we'll catch you guys again on Tuesday. Bye, guys.
Bye bye.